from Duffy. Senator Lee.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman Casey and Vice Chairman Brady. I don't want to make a lengthy statement. I'm far more interested in your testimony, but I do want to share just a couple of my own thoughts about the current state of our economy and share some of my concerns about the Federal Reserve System. In 1977, Congress gave the Federal Reserve the dual mandate that Representative Mulvaney referred to promote both maximum employment and simultaneously promote stable prices. But unfortunately, since that time, and more recently, just in the last few years, we've had anything but maximum employment and stable prices. Most Americans believe, correctly I think, that prices of products and services they buy on a daily basis, things like gasoline, electricity, heating oil, healthcare services, have increased significantly in recent years and have grown more volatile. And at the same time, we have unemployment in excess of 9%, and a lot of Americans, as a result of those factors, are struggling in this difficult economy. So, as a result of that, in my view, the Federal Reserve may well be said to be failing in its congressional mandate, twofold mandate that we just described, and I wonder whether some action ought to be taken to remedy that, or at least to bring the mandate more into line with reality. I would add that I'm troubled by the Federal Reserve's role in shoring up failing banks. Some would say bailing out, others would say shoring up or engaging in some form of swaps. But regardless of what they're doing, they're arguably creating asset bubbles through policies that lead to artificially low interest rates, and the general veil of secrecy under which the Federal Reserve typically operates is also of concern to me. So with some of those concerns in mind, I want to ask you a couple of questions. Given that many of America's retirees, including the baby boom generation getting ready to retire, those saving for retirement often invest in fixed income products, including a lot of Treasury securities. Are you concerned about the implications of these historically low interest rates on retirees and those saving for retirement?
Congressman, could I please reply quickly to your earlier statement?
Go, feel free.
On inflation, inflation has come down over the last 30 years, and during my tenure it's been about 2%, which is essentially price stability. So I think the record on price stability has been very, very good, actually, according to BLS statistics. On unemployment, I would blame the current crisis mostly on the financial crisis, when obviously the Fed had some responsibility there, but it wasn't, in my opinion, coming from the dual mandate. It came from financial oversight issues. We're not bailing anybody out. All central banks have a responsibility to provide backstop liquidity to solvent institutions only, fully collateralized. We do not lose any money. We don't take any risk. This is what central banks do to try to reduce financial stress and to help the economy. As far as Fed audits, we are very thoroughly audited at this point, and I would refer everyone to our website, which has an FAQ, is the Fed audited? We are audited by the GAO, by the Inspector General, by outside private accountants. We produce regular financial statements. All of our emergency lending facilities have been thoroughly audited, and nobody's found any impropriety whatsoever. So that's really just an urban legend. Thanks for letting me respond to that. On the saving issue, it's a very difficult question. I guess one consolation for Treasury holders is, of course, they've had a lot of capital gains as interest rates have gone down. But more seriously than that, I understand that fixed income savers do often suffer from low interest rates. It's a consideration, it's something we think about. But clearly, if you're going to be investing in the U.S. economy, you need a strong economy. And it's our view that the low interest rates, over a period of time, not permanently, help the economy recover, help have a stronger economy going forward, and that gives better opportunities for investment for all savers. And so ultimately, I think the short-term low rates are necessary to give the kind of economy we need that people can get ultimately high returns in.
What do you expect interest rates to do over the next few years? Or maybe I should direct it more specifically toward Treasury yield rates. Where do you expect those to go in the next 5 or 6 years?
Well, it depends very much on how the economy evolves. If the economy recovers gradually, as we currently anticipate, then over time, Treasury rates will go up.
I see my time's expired. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Lee. Senator DeMint.
Thank you, Senator Case.